Hey. Today I'm going to be talking about companies from Europe, basically. I'm from the Netherlands, and if you may know, it's really hard to find diamond painting shops from Europe. Most of them are from America or other countries where the shipping and taxes are really high to get them over here. So we're going to be talking about that today. I'm going to do it whip and chat style, so I'm going to be working on this canvas while I'm talking about it. This is the canvas I'm working on. I'm about here. I'm halfway done right now. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm using this tray. This is from Meteor 3D Print, which I'm going to talk about more a little bit later. And this pen is from the Norse Alchemist, which I'm also going to be talking about. So, as I said, I'm going to be talking about companies from Europe, all sorts of companies, obviously diamond painting companies, but also diamond painting accessories companies. So, I want obviously to do a little disclaimer in the beginning. These are companies that I know. There are more, for sure. They're just not on my radar yet. I asked over on Instagram for your guys' input, and I didn't really get much of an answer. A lot of people replied to my request, but they said it's hard. There aren't many. So that's also one of the reasons that I'm doing this video, because I want to share my experiences to make it hopefully a little bit easier for some of you to find some good shops in Europe. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is actual diamond painting kits companies. There are a few in Europe, but not many. If you're looking at licensed artwork, at least, and a bit of a decent quality artwork, bit of a decent quality canvas is what I meant. But I'm going to be naming a few that I have heard of or have tried myself. The first one is probably my favorite one, which is Carrot Art, which is also where this painting that I'm working on right now is from. I have completed, I think, 3 or 4 of their kits by now, and I think their quality is awesome. They have poured glue, they have hand-rendered artwork, which means it turns out better, in my opinion, than just computer charting. They also have great quality drills. I'm honestly not sure if they're acrylic or resin, but the quality is amazing. They don't have dimples on the bottom. They don't have too much trash. Obviously a little bit, but that's true for every company in my experience. And they have a lot of ABs in their kits, which I really like, because I love the sparkle. I love the extra things that ABs bring to the table. And that's the first company I was going to be talking about. They're based in Germany, by the way. Then I was going to be talking about Oraloa. Oraloa is a company that has a few warehouses. I believe they have one in Canada, but they also have one in France, which means shipping isn't very high when you live in Europe. They also have licensed artwork, poured glue, great quality drills, hand-rendered images, and yeah, they're, in my experience, very comparable to Carrot Art. They are pretty much the same quality in my experience, and the same type of canvas as well. They also have a similar rendering style. Both of these companies have pretty confetti heavy pieces, which is not my personal favorite. I like kits more where there's a bit more color blocking in them and not as much, in my opinion, unnecessary confetti. For example, in the background, these both companies do have shaded backgrounds where two colors are mixed. So from a distance it looks like one color, but up close it's actually a confetti hell, in my opinion. It's just all confetti and it doesn't really show from a distance. So that, in my opinion, is a bit of unnecessary confetti that both companies do. But if you're into confetti more than color blocking, these companies will be perfect for you. Orloa has some great artists that join them. They also have Hannah Lynn, which is a very, very popular artist that previously was with Diamond Art Club but has now stopped licensing with them. So she does license still with Orloa if you enjoy her artwork. And also, for example, Fayonette is very, very cute. I have completed one of their canvases and I love that artwork. But yeah, that's pretty much all I was going to say about Orloa. I still have a few of the canvases in my stash, also from Carrot Art, by the way. So I definitely will be working on more of their kits in the future from both of these companies. And then I'm moving on to two companies actually, where I have only completed, or haven't even completed, one canvas of. The first one is Diamond Painting Deutschland. I'm still working on a canvas from that company, and it's a Josephine Wall. It's a max color count, so it has 225 colors, which is also what this company is known for doing the Josephine Wall with a massive amount of colors. And I'm still working on that one. I'm finding that the quality is good. They do have double-sided adhesive, I believe, also because the canvases are really, really massive. And yeah, they don't have resin drills, they have acrylic drills, but I find that the quality is absolutely fine. It's, in my opinion, pretty comparable to Orloa and Carrot Art quality of the drills. And yeah, if you want to do a Josephine Wall, and if you like confetti, you have to love confetti for doing such a canvas. Yeah, go check them out. They are a great option for us here in Europe. And then the other company I was talking about, where I have only completed one canvas from, is Steen voor Steen Diamond Painting, which is a Dutch company, which I recently finished my first canvas from. If you've watched any of my content on that canvas, you would know that it wasn't my favorite. There's nothing particularly wrong with the canvas or the drills or the company. It was just, in my experience, the drills weren't the best, so they weren't as easy to place as I'm used to, so that gave me a bit of a hard time. Also, they have partially hand-rendered canvases, but in my opinion they could be a little more hand-rendered, because I felt like there was unnecessary confetti and a bit of too much of a blur. The image could have been rendered clearer, if that makes any sense. But I will pop a picture up of the finished product, and it turned out okay. It turned out good. I'm happy I did it, and I'm happy we have a Dutch company that has licensed artwork with port glue canvases. So, and it's the only one I have found so far from my hometown, home country, that does that. I'm not aware of any other Dutch companies that have port glue and do licensed artwork. If you know another company, please let me know, because I would love to try it. Is Jolly Jam Shop. That's a shop from Luxembourg, I believe, and it has amazing artwork from licensed artists, so that's good. And it also has great quality drills and canvases. As I said, I haven't tried them myself, but I have a few friends that have, and they are really positive on them. So that's all about the companies that I was going to talk to you about today. And those are my definite favorites from Europe. If you know of any others that have licensed artwork and that are great quality, please let me know. I would love to expand my horizon on that matter. So, first color done, right on time for the second part of this video. The second part of the video is going to be a bit of a shorter one because I don't have many experiences in that department, which is going to be trays. So you probably would have seen the trays that I'm using. This one, for example, and this one, and this one. These are all the trays I use nowadays. They are from Melior 3D Print. That's a German shop. They have an Etsy shop, and they also have an Instagram through which you can order their stuff. And I highly recommend them. I'm not affiliated with them or anything. I'm not affiliated with any of the things that I'm talking about today except for Carrot Art, which I'm going to be leaving discount code in the description box. But none of this, what I'm talking about, I'm affiliated to. Just wanted to throw that out there as well. Why I love these trays is because they're big. They can fit a lot of drills, as you can see. They line up really nicely. I'm going to try to show you. You see, they line up really easily. And yeah, they're just the best trays that I've tried so far. I have to add to that I haven't tried much trays, so I'm probably not the best person to be asking this, but I do love their trays. One tray is about 15 euros, I believe, so that's pretty doable in my opinion. I have, I believe, 7 of their trays now, just some different colors. I all have them in this size because I love this size and I don't need anything else, but they do offer other sizes as well. And yeah, that's my absolute favorite. Before I tried these trays, I tried a tray from Add More Zest, which is a UK based company, and they also have a YouTube channel. I really like watching their videos. That's why I tried their trays in the first place. I'm going to show you a tray. This is what that tray looks like. Over here it says Add More Zest. The downside to this tray for me is the shape. It looks cute, but it isn't as easy to get the drills from the sides, which means only these middle few parts are easy to get the drills from, in my opinion. Also, the size compared to this one, the width is pretty much the same, but because of the size, it can hold a lot less drills than this one, which, yeah, makes me prefer the Melior 3D print trays. And they both have, by the way, stoppers in these little parts, but I took those out because I don't use them. But you can, obviously. That was all about the trays that I have had experience with. So as I said, not as many. If you have any other recommendations of European shops with good trays, please let me know. I maybe will try them out sometime. Then we're going to be moving on to pens. Also, on this regard, I haven't tried very many different pen turners, but I believe there aren't very many in Europe that are based in Europe, I meant. So my favorites, I have two. My favorites are C'est Plus Beaux à Tours, which is a company from France, and The Norse Alchemist, which is, I believe, from Denmark. I should have looked that up, but it's close to around there, around Denmark. The Norse Alchemist, that is where this pen is from, and he does a lot of these type of pens where you can see all the stuff inside with feathers and flowers and all that kind of stuff. I really, really do love his pens. He has a Facebook page and he also has his own website. So I will pop the names of what I'm talking about on the screen and then you can go look them up. The pens are pretty expensive. One pen easily costs between 60 and 65 euros, which is kind of a lot in my opinion, but they are very, very pretty. And if you order a pen from the States, you are going to be paying that same amount anyway, if not more, because of shipping and taxes and all that fun stuff. So that makes it a bit easier for me to spend that amount of money on a pen. I have two of his pens right now, and I'm going to be doing a pen stash video soon, so I'm not going to be showing you the other one right now, but believe me if I say I have two, and there definitely will be added more in the future. But I'm trying to not buy any pens right now because I also kind of have a lot. And the other company that I told you about was C'est Plus Beaux à Tours, which is where these two pens are from. This pen I actually got from a D-stash from a Dutch girl, and this pen I bought myself, which I absolutely love. They have an Etsy shop as well where you can do customs. I did a few customs when I first found the shop, because customs is what you can always order over there on their Etsy shop, but they also have a Facebook group which is the same as their name, and where they do pen drops. I would say about 2 or 3 times a week usually. And then they post photos of pens that are for sale. Then you can comment under that photo in the given amount of time. They usually post at 12 in the afternoon, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you can comment on what pen you would like to buy, and then that same night at 7 p.m. they announce the people that are lucky enough to be able to buy the pen that they wanted. So you are not sure of a pen that you can buy it. I'm explaining it so bad. So when you comment on a pen, you're not guaranteed to be able to actually buy it. You have to be the lucky winner of the draw to be able to actually buy that pen, because he usually does, I think, 30 pens or so. That's a guess, I'm not sure. But they have a certain amount of pens, and for each pen, at least 10 people will vote that they want to buy it. So you have to be lucky to be able to buy a pen from them. These pens are way more affordable. They are only 35 to 45 euros. So that's not too bad in my opinion. So that's why I also have a lot more of their pens than I do from the Norse Alchemist. And they have a pretty different style in my experience, so that's also nice. That's all I was going to say about the pens. So the last subject that we're going to be discussing is putty. If you may know, I make my own putty. I'm not going to be talking about that too much because it's not a self-promoting video. That's not the goal of this video, but I obviously have my own diamond painting putty, which I make myself and sell on my Etsy shop. That's all I use, but I've actually never tried someone else's putty, but I know there are a few others in Europe that do also make putty. I'm probably going to forget a few, but I have two that I've heard good things about and that I also follow on Instagram and YouTube. One of them, at least. And that is Cat's Diamond Painting is what she's called on YouTube. She sells her diamond painting putty over on Etsy. She also has an YouTube channel, as I said, which I really like watching. I'm not sure what her name on Etsy is at the top of my head, so I will try to find it and pop it on the screen. And the other one I was going to talk about is Abby's Diamond Painting Putty, which is also on Etsy. She also is over on Instagram and she has her own Facebook page as well. But she mainly sells on Etsy, I believe. And they both make scented diamond painting putty as well, similar to mine, I've heard. I don't know because I haven't tried them myself, but I thought I would include them here as well because I don't want to only mention my own product. That would be a little silly. So that was all the companies and all the stuff I was going to be talking about today. I hope it helped you a little bit to find some more shops to try out. As I said before, if you have other companies that are doing diamond paintings or diamond painting accessories that you like that are in Europe, please let me know because I would also love to expand my horizon in that way. That's going to be it for today. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, and like this video. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.